Okay, and we are live. ¿Qué tal, amigos? Stuart here from Spain Speaks with this evening's live stream. We'll have a look at some of the news that has caught my attention over the last couple of days or so. Some comments that have been left on the channel recently too. And we'll also go into the live chat in the second half of this evening's live stream and see what's going on there. It is the 25th of February. It's 7:30 p.m. Sunday evening, and as I said, we'll have a look at some news. Now, I'm still a little bit under the weather, as you can probably hear from my voice, but hopefully I'll be able to get through at least 20 minutes of this evening's live stream, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. We will see. This one has really knocked me off my feet over the last couple of days. So, straight into the news. And this one here, Pedro Sánchez assures that the fight against corruption must be relentless no matter who falls. Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez said Saturday that the fight against corruption must be relentless, whoever comes and whoever falls, and noted that this has been a hallmark during his time at the head of the government. Sánchez has made these statements at a time when pressure is growing for the former minister, José Luis Ábalos, to leave his seat in Congress after the arrest of his former advisor, Koldo García, accused, according to the prosecutor's office, of collecting commissions on the purchase of masks during the pandemic. Although the president of the government has not expressly cited Ábalos, nor has he publicly asked for his resignation, he has shown absolute transparency in matters of corruption and has assured that whoever does it pays for it. So some tough words there from Prime Minister Sánchez. Mr. Ábalos, who is currently a member of Congress, as we can see here, former Minister of Transport, had a very important position during the pandemic, did Mr. Ábalos, was involved in a few scandals during those days also, and this one coming back to bite him here, where his right-hand man, some people saying bodyguard, Koldo García, getting rich as a result of selling masks to governments around the country. You bring them in for a cheap price, you sell them for an expensive price to a government that was desperate to get their hands on them. And those people were able to take advantage of that. Now, Mr. García, as we can see here, who is he exactly? Well, this is him. There's a picture of him down the bottom there, the bald guy next to Ábalos. And Koldo García almost quadrupled cash income after suspect adjudications. The trail of money has become the worst nightmare for Koldo García, former advisor to ex-minister José Luis Ábalos, and the best weapon for the investigators cornering him over the alleged collection of irregular commissions through the sale of masks at the worst moment of the pandemic. The analysis of the accounts and properties of the former socialist collaborator, who became the trusted man of the transport minister during his time in government, reveals a notable increase in wealth during the period under suspicion. He acquired goods and real estate worth more than 1.5 million euros, according to the Anti-Corruption Prosecutor's Office, and also an unusual and substantial increase in the cash handled by him and his family. So there we go. That's the man who allegedly became rich off these selling of masks. I think other people also were caught during that time taking advantage of governments around the country, people that don't have any scruples. Basically, the country was on its knees back in 2020 and desperate to get its hands on sanitary equipment and masks, of course, and these people here in the right position at the right time. But fortunately, the case has been discovered by the Civil Guard. I think the Partido Popular brought it to their attention because the leader of Madrid, Ms. Ayuso's brother, was caught up in a scandal like this, and she subsequently put them onto this guy, and now he is under the pump, as they say, over these masks and commissions. Next piece of news here, and what if Captain Kuzminov's crime was not the first of Russian espionage in Spain, is the question that El País is asking. The death of Russian Captain Maxim Kuzminov, murdered on the 13th in Villajoyosa, Alicante, where he had taken refuge after deserting to Ukraine with his M18 helicopter, is the first crime that Spanish intelligence unequivocally attributes to the secret services of Vladimir Putin on Spanish soil. However, it may not be the only one. National security sources suspect that the Kremlin was also behind a triple death. that of the Russian magnate Sergei Protosena, who died along with his wife and daughter in April 2022 in Lloret de Mar, Girona. Protosena, 55 years old, a senior executive of Novatech, the largest private Russian gas company with a fortune of more than 400 million euros, was found hanged in the garden of his villa. Inside the house, the bodies of his wife, aged 53, and his daughter, aged 18, were found. So there we go. Maybe not the first time that Russian intelligence has operated on Spanish soil, knocking some people off, according to the Spanish intelligence. As we can see here, they think that there's no doubt that Vladimir Putin was behind that one recently in Villajoyosa, and maybe the other one that took place in, where was it? Girona, was it? Lloret del Mar. This man, Protosena, 55 years old, a senior executive of Novatech. So there we go, Mr. Putin's long reach. And the final piece of news, Valencia on alert for twin building of the one destroyed by the flames. It was the early 2000s and the last years before the economic crisis hit. Construction companies were maximising the real estate expansion in Valencia, agreed for urbanisation that expanded neighbourhoods like Campanad and other areas of the city. Many of the new buildings were constructed with similar materials and designs. One such construction was the building that was devoured by fire last Thursday, with tragic consequences. Since then, concern has spread among residents living in similar residential complexes. Particularly anxious are the residents of the unique Navas building, a glass giant consisting of 2 blocks, 20 floors and 80 metres in height, located in Mislata, a town separated from Valencia by the old Turia riverbed, with the Cabecera Park at its feet. Its silhouette, shaped like sails or a ship's chimney, depending on one's taste, is well known to the people of Valencia. So this story the other day, the tragic story of this building that went up in flames, 10 people confirmed dead now. I think they discovered one more body yesterday, so not good news there. And people in Valencia asking the question, is my building made of the same material? Because I bought the house back at the same time when these ones were built. And as we can see here, the greed for urbanisation that expanded neighbourhoods. And basically Spain during that period, when it came to construction, the construction of buildings like that one, it was the Wild West. Buildings were going up left, right and centre, subsequently leading to the real estate crash in 2008 and the crisis which lasted a long, long time in Spain. And now we're seeing the results of those dodgy building materials that were used back in the day, unfortunately, for the victims of that fire. Now into the comment section. First one here from Sani. So sad about the fire in Valencia. I have family living there. A big reminder of what happened in Grenfell. Yes, Sani, other people did bring that to my attention. The Grenfell fire back in, 2017, 2018, can't remember, in London, which claimed the lives of, I think, over 80 people. Don't quote me on that exact figure. But a lot more people, unfortunately, passing away in London back then. 10 the other day in Valencia, so an issue. But those buildings go up in flames very, very quickly indeed, Sani, that is true, and a tragedy, no doubt. One here from Ross. Hola, Stu and everyone. My wife and I watched the fire from our terrace across the Jardín de Turia and watched the firefighters rescue people from balconies on TV as it happened. I'm still sick about it, although having watched it burn rapidly, I thought there would be more victims. Muy triste. Yeah, I think a lot of people, Ross, thought that there would be more victims, but luckily people either weren't home or they were alerted to the danger and got out on time. I think the doorman of that building managed to save a lot of lives, and that's what I'm reading in the newspaper. He managed to inform a lot of people through the intercom system, apparently, that there was a fire and told them to get out. But the people that were left behind, unfortunately, as we saw, losing their lives, some 10 people. And there was one entire family, the 2 adults and 2 small kids, that were trapped in their room with wet towels over them, hoping that the fire would go away. Wasn't the case, so it is a tragedy. And Ross down there in Valencia, after moving from New York in the last year or 2, is it, Ross? Yeah, witnessing the fire down there. Hopefully the last, we'll see. Another one here from Harriet. True Stew. Priests are not supposed to have romantic partners. Married men and women are not supposed to have lovers either, but it happens all too often. Thanks, Harriet. Yeah, priests are not supposed to have romantic partners. This is the priest that was arrested the other day for allegedly selling drugs, among other things. I think Viagra was included in his repertoire. And he was had a romantic partner living with him on the church property, which also surprised some people. Yeah, but it does happen. And married men and women are not supposed to have lovers either, but it happens according to Harriet. That is true. Thanks for those wise words of wisdom, Harriet. Another one here from Paul. Same as the UK Costco. I'm still an executive member. Very good value, meat, wines, etc. We need more Costcos, especially down in Alicante region. Yeah, the debate that we've been having in recent times about Costco here in Spain. Some people love Costco. I've never been there. Some people love the food, the $1.50 hot dogs with a free drink, good value for money. And other things apparently good value for money at Costco. From what I can understand, there's only 4 Costcos in Spain. Don't know why they haven't rolled out more. Don't know. But there's 2 in Madrid, 1 in Seville, and 1 somewhere else. Don't know exactly where it is, but 4 in Spain in total. And you have to be a member, which Paul points out there. He's an executive member, so he's able to get into Costco, do everything that you need to do. You can fill up your car at Costco. You can buy your groceries. You can change your tires. You can do everything at Costco. You can have a hot dog. Fantastic. Another one here from Richard. I followed you on YouTube for some time, finding it very interesting. I'm sure it's been asked before, but is there a way of spending more than the 90 days allocated now we are out of the EU without having to jump through even higher hoops of fire? Richard, the answer to this question is, for the time being, no, I believe. There's no way that you can get over that 90-day rule unless you stay illegally in Spain, which I'm sure some people have contemplated. Or you can get a visa and move out here as a legal resident. That's another option. But unfortunately, the 90-day rule, no changes there yet. Or at least that's what I believe. France tried, but that was set back by the courts. Spain wants to, but hasn't happened yet. Don't know when it's going to happen, if it ever will. We'll wait and see. And does anyone know about anything? Does anyone know? I think that means it should be KNOW. Does anyone know anything about Sun and Sea Estates agents in Torrevieja? The answer to this question from me is no. I don't know anything about this Sun and Sea Estate agents, but I looked on the internet, which is what you can do nowadays, and it's got a 4.9 rating. So it must be pretty good. But I'm sure that the community out there will be able to fill you in, because we have viewers in Torrevieja who watch the videos and most likely will know that real estate agent. So let us know in the comment section if you are familiar with Sun and Sea Estate agents in Torrevieja. And the final one here. No, that's it. There we go. Blank screen. Now I'm going to change the backdrop here quickly. We're up to the 13-minute mark. I'm going fairly quickly through the content today. This picture was sent in from Mark. It is the Canary Islands, Fuerteventura, and the beach of Corralejo, I think it is. Thanks, Mark, for sending this one through. And if you've got a similar photo that you would like to see on the backdrop, the email address is this one here, spainspeaks@gmail.com. People have been sending them through in recent times. So thank you very much to people that have been sending them through. Great photo here from Mark, a nice beach photo, beautiful blue seas. Lovely day, a little bit cloudy, but we expect that sometimes in the Canaries, right? Fuerteventura, windy place as well, but people there enjoying the beach. Thanks for sending that one through. Also, the like icon going on the screen. If you haven't hit it yet, please do so. Just below the video, you'll find it. Hit the like button if you can. 47 currently. We'll see if we get up to a decent tally today. And to people that have supported the channel in recent times, whether it's through the Super Thanks option, buying me a coffee, Patreon longer-term supporters, and also my valued members, of course, on the YouTube channel. $1.99 a month will get you access to early access to content. I release it earlier to members, of course, and there will be some exclusive content coming up soon once I get over my illness. Hopefully that will be soon. Now into the comment section I'm going to go briefly today, because I'm starting to weaken here, so I'm going to go through this quickly. Have a look at a couple of them here. Barbara is the first one that I can see. from Playa Flamenca. 21 degrees Celsius today, visiting Granada tomorrow. And it's only going to be 9 with rain, so a bit of a change in temperature. Yes, Barbara, that is true. Colder weather down there in Granada. Terry coming in from Spain in Los Gallardos, came in from the UK yesterday, being able to bask in some mildly warm sunshine today and enjoy some nice wine and tapas in nearby Torre. Loving it, says Terry. Good to see you, Terry, you're in Spain. Erica coming in from Terrassa, minus, 12 degrees? I was going to say minus 12. No, 12 degrees Celsius. Hope you're feeling better. Bit better, Erica, but not 100% yet, unfortunately. Stephen coming in, is still enjoying Andalusia's sunshine, even though we have rain predicted for tomorrow, but it's only for one day. Yeah, we need rain down there, as we know. John coming in, a valued member, as is Stephen. Hope you're feeling better. Likely going to be late, but catch up later. Have a great week. Thanks, John, for that. Janet, also a valued member, coming in from Oxford. Cool, windy there. Mugger, valued member also, saying hello to everyone, is Mugger. Good to see you, Mugger. Roland coming in from Minnesota, 7 degrees there, sunny. Taraz coming in from Denver, Colorado. Es un día con mucho sol, pero mañana va a nevar. Nevar. N-E-V-A-R, nevar. Simon, thanks, Taraz. Simon coming in from the Almanzora Valley in inland Almeria. Been windy for a couple of weeks now. No sitting outside the bars as the chairs end up going up and down the street. Thanks, Simon, for that. Dirk coming in from Villajoyosa. Good to see you, Dirk. Ricardo coming in from North London. Hasn't been able to catch up on the live streams lately, but back from today, just sipping on a glass of red. Good to see you, Ricardo. Pamela also in the chat from windy San Juan. Very windy here also today. Pamela, we saw that one. Stan coming in from California, Lompoc, California. Good to see you, Stan. Normally in Poland is Stan, but today in California. Harry, hola, feeling better? A little bit, but not 100%. In Portugal, East Algarve, rain today. Need it for the reservoirs. Hope Spain gets some rain too. Diane from Scotland. Thanks, Diane, from that. Thanks for that. Mary coming in from an overcast Peninsula. Then we've got a super chat there, so I'll just see if I can get that one on the screen first. Let me scroll down. Marcus, €5. Have yourself a tot of something medicinal. Thanks, Marcus, for that. Greatly appreciated. What else we got here? I'm going through fairly quickly, as I said, because I'm starting to weaken. Dave, the former Madrid correspondent, coming in nowadays from Florida. Nice to be able to catch a live stream. Good to see you. Dirk saying that just back home from the rugby match between the Basque Country team and the team from the Comunidad Valenciana. It was a draw and muddy. There we go. Rugby being played there. Alan, a valued member also in the chat today from a cloudy San Diego. Andrew coming in also, valued member, hoping we are well. Thanks for that, guys. What else we got here? Marianne's in the chat as well. Amanda's in the chat too. Now, like I said, I'm not feeling the best today, so I'm going to wrap the live stream up. I'll just see if I've got any other valued members there. Yeah, there was one more here. 123 is in the chat as well. Nice to see politicians without scruples. Yeah, talking about the current corruption scandal that we've got going on. Alan likes the Costco in Seville. Unfortunately, it's a 1.5 hour drive from El Puerto. So, and Gigi, also Patreon is Gigi, coming in from Surprise, Arizona, hoping I'm feeling better. Take some time off in a warmer climate. That's what I need to do, exactly. What I need to do. And Thumbalo in the chat as well. Wife won court case against the INSS. Thanks for all the news. Congratulations on winning that. Congratulations. All right, now as I said, going to wrap the live stream up. It's been a pleasure as always. Be back on Tuesday with another live stream. Hopefully I'll be feeling better by then. I say hopefully. And tomorrow I'll put out a normal video. I should be okay for a normal video tomorrow as I can edit it. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for participating in the chat, guys. I'll be back, as I said, on Tuesday with another live stream. Hope to see you then. Hasta luego. Hasta entonces. Bye-bye.